What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to channel Anderson. Today is a cold and early morning and we are headed down south to pick up a very special item for the E420. Now, I know the thumbnail and the title of the video probably give it away, but I'll go ahead and leave it as a surprise until we make it down there. But anyways, we got about an hour drive, so let's go ahead and get going. All right, guys, you know it's a road trip, so we couldn't get away from this part of the job. All right, guys, total damage was $42 for about 10 gallons. So yeah, we're all filled up. Let's go ahead and get this thing going. Let's reset this, track our miles, and here we go. All right, guys, we are just headed on to 167 now. It was snowing and raining for a second, so a bit of white knuckle driving. Luckily, we've had the alignment done, so the car is driving excellent. And supposedly the W124 chassis is a very good car overall for like any inclement weather. It handles pretty good for a rear-wheel drive sedan in snow and things like that, from what I've heard. So anyways, just checking in with you guys real quick. I don't know if I'll be able to get any time lapses or whatever. But if so, you'll probably see them now. Just made it here. Bit of a drive, but hopefully not for nothing. Let's head inside. All right, guys, going to load it up. I guess I should show you guys, huh? Oh, I'm so excited. Anybody know what this is? Yep. Alright, guys, well, if you don't know what that was, that is the 716.648 6-speed gearbox from Mercedes that was used in everything from CDIs, like 270 CDI, and a couple other different C classes, C230 compressors. So anyways, I think you guys know what that means. I took this car for a reason, because this is the vessel that will be going in. In 2022, we will be manual swapping the E420. I think it will be the only ever documented video series for an M119 being manual swapped. I've seen like one or two somewhat documented online, which is great. But yeah, I'm gonna try to go full in depth for you guys. This is my second time around doing this, so I have some experience on my side of what I should be recording and what I need to share with you guys to make sure you have the capacity to do this too, should you ever choose to. So anyways, I'm excited. I'm not gonna get too high up because there's so much work that has to be done, but it's really cool to be able to pick up this piece. I bought this transmission for $500 out the door, and it has 34,000 miles, I believe. So really low mileage. It's in good shape. The throw-up bearing and everything looks like brand new on it. So I'll inspect it a little further once we get home. But so far so good. Now we got the long journey back home. See you in a bit. Alright guys, we're officially headed back in a snowstorm. It must be a blessing or something. But yeah, it's slow going right now. Looks like we're getting back up to speed a little bit, but definitely coming down. It's like a bad mixture of snow and rain and sleet. So fun day of driving for the E420. We'll be back home in like 20-30 minutes. I'll check in with you guys then and explain a little bit more about this project. I'm sure you guys are wondering what the heck is going on and how you're going to do this. Out of the bad weather, and just like Washington always does, well, it seems to always do a lot, weather has changed for the better randomly. Went from snowing and raining to somewhat clearing up and just a slight drizzle. So we're almost home. Check back with you guys in a second. Alright guys, just got back. Time to get this thing out of here. Had my combining passions again. Had my basketballs securing it in place. It's a little wet from sitting outside, but overall, this thing looks like it's in pretty good shape. Alright guys, the Eagle has landed. That was a heavy journey up the stairs. But yeah, it'll live here on our patio for the foreseeable future until all parts are collected. I do have a pedal assembly right here, and I have a few other miscellaneous pieces lying around. Luckily, I have so many drive shafts that I collected from the last swap that I think we should have something that works. I might just have a custom one-piece drive shaft made this time around, just to simplify the whole process. So yeah, but cool thing, this one came with a good line, so it's one little less expense. And the nice thing about having this sitting around for a while is I'm going to get to experiment and hopefully find a very easy solution to the BMW shift linkage rod to be able to connect onto this easily, and something that can easily be retrofitted also to the C55, because I still want to change that one out even though what's there is working. Oh, you want to see? What is that? That's called a transmission. Oh. And a box, yeah. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to figure something out for that. And then I'll most likely get a new one of these, even though this one looks pretty fresh. But you know, everything in here is cheap enough to replace, so might as well make sure it's brand new. But probably could reuse it if I wanted to. And yeah, I'll just clean it up. But that'll go ahead and give you guys the first look and wrap that part up. All right, so at this point, you're probably wondering, how am I gonna get that to work with the M119? Because if you don't know, the bell housings are different from those transmissions to the M119. The 722.3 and 4 are different from the 722.6, the later generation. The only 722.6 you can use is from the 97 E420 or E50s, or maybe SL500s of those years. But it has to be the first gen of the 722.6 that has the same bell housing has a 722.4. So anyways, this has the earlier bell housing from the manuals that were used, I think from like 99 till 2002, 2003. So there's only a few years that used these, but this still won't fit. So how are we gonna make it work? That's where the Kangaroos team adapter kit comes in. And first off, before I begin, a huge shout out to them. I told them about the channel. I told them about what I wanted to do and how I'm planning to do this and accomplish this in 2022. They got on board. They really hooked it up as far as giving me a great discount on the swap kit so that I can be the one to show you guys how it works, how it's going to be used, and how it's going to all go once it's all pieced together. So the swap kit will basically adapt from the M119 bell housing to either the 5-speed manual Mercedes transmissions or the 6-speed manual Mercedes transmissions with this bell housing type. It's basically the type that has the big bubble for the starter to fit in. But in this case, we are going to have to notch out a piece of the bell housing. Nothing crazy or major, but it does need to be cut out a little bit to make room for the M119 starter, I believe. The only other modification to the chassis will need to clearance a part of the trans tunnel, and we'll need to make kind of a custom combination of the W203 and W124 transmission mount to make this work. But yeah, there is so much information that's going to come at you guys in the coming months with this swap. I'm still collecting parts. Things are on their way here from all over the world, really. So as soon as we get all those parts and have like kind of a collection ready to go, I'll make another video talking about all of that. We'll talk about what's going to be done and what the plan is. And then really the next time you see the car will probably be after it's swapped, and I will release the videos of the swap process from there. So yeah, plan on, hopefully, fingers crossed, like February, maybe March at the latest. But if we have everything by January, who knows, we might send it by then too. So something to look forward to. I'm so thankful all of you guys for joining along the journey, and I hope you guys will spread the word about this. This will be the first ever documented M119 manual swap on YouTube. So yeah, I'm glad I get to be the one to do it, and hopefully I can stamp my manual swap legacy with this one, if that's a thing. But yeah, excited. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.